Imagine waking up every day, looking at your bank account, and seeing $3,000 coming in, month after month, without you having to lift a finger. For many people, this seems like a distant, almost impossible dream. But today I'm going to show you how this can become reality by using one of the most powerful tools for those preparing for retirement, SCHD. Stay with me until the end because I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step to calculate exactly how much you need to invest to achieve this goal. And hey, if you value practical and transformative content like this, go ahead and leave your like now, because it helps this video reach more people who also need this information. When we think about retirement, most people feel fear. Fear of not having enough, fear of depending on others, fear of not enjoying life the way they always dreamed. The good news is that this fear can be replaced by strategy. And the first step is to understand that financial freedom is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of method. SCHD, the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, is a fund that selects solid companies that consistently distribute dividends and have a proven track record of growth. Unlike risky investments or empty promises we often see around, SCHD is for those who want stability and real cash flow to live well during retirement. Take the opportunity and subscribe to the channel now because every week I bring practical tips like this to help you build the future you deserve. Now, let's get straight to the point. How much do you need to invest in SCHD to receive $3,000 per month in dividends? Let's work with a conservative average dividend yield of 3.5% per year. If your goal is to have $36,000 per year, the equivalent of $3,000 per month, you simply divide that amount by 0.035. The result is about $1,028,571. That's right. Just over $1 million invested in SCHD can guarantee a retirement with $3,000 in monthly passive income. It may seem like a big number now, but let me show you how this path is much more accessible than you imagine. Think of your investment as a fruit tree. At first, it's fragile, almost invisible. The fruits take time to appear. But every month, with every new contribution and every reinvested dividend, this tree grows, strengthens, and starts producing fruits in abundance. And there comes a point where you don't even need to plant anymore. You just harvest. This is how the power of dividends works. And to plant this real tree, you need to act now. If this concept makes sense to you, comment below, "I will plant my financial tree." I want to know who is truly committed to their own freedom. Now let's put this into practice. If you start investing $1,000 per month, with an average annual return rate of 8%, considering stock appreciation plus dividend reinvestment, in 20 years you would have around $590,000. It's still not enough for $3,000 per month, but it's already a powerful base. If you continue for 25 years, you would surpass $930,000. And even if you stopped investing after that, the natural growth of your portfolio would lead you to $1 million. Now, imagine if you already have an initial reserve, like $50,000 or $100,000. You accelerate this trajectory even further. And here comes an important reminder. Every dollar invested today is another root in your tree. Every delay is a lost season. So if you are determined not to waste any more time, leave your like and strengthen this community of people who are seeking a freer future. It's very common to hear people saying, "Oh, but I'm already 40, 50 years old. It's too late for me." This is a dangerous lie. Of course, starting early makes it easier, but starting now is still immensely better than never starting. Even if you have 10 or 15 years until retirement, investing with strategy and reinvesting dividends can put you in a much more comfortable position than relying solely on traditional pensions. As Warren Buffett said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." And the best time to plant your tree was yesterday. The second best time is now. If this makes sense to you, subscribe to the channel to receive new videos that will guide you on this journey of wealth building in a safe and consistent way. So let's organize your plan. First, define your monthly income goal. Second, calculate the necessary portfolio using the formula. Desired annual amount divided by SCHD's average dividend yield. Third, start now, even if with little. Fourth, invest every month without fail. Fifth, reinvest 100% of the dividends to boost growth. And sixth, be patient. Do not withdraw your investment before it's time. Trust the process. If today it seems difficult, Know that every small step is building a freedom that few achieve, precisely because few have the discipline to act. Imagine the feeling of waking up in the morning and, before even putting your feet on the ground, knowing that $3,000 has just landed in your bank account. No boss, no obligations, no need to negotiate your time for money. Does it seem distant? It's not. In this video, you will discover the real path to transform this dream into reality using SCHD, one of the most powerful instruments for those seeking to live off dividends. And I ask you, from now on, leave your like because this simple gesture helps this message reach those who also need to see that freedom is possible. Today, we are leaving the field of dreams and entering the territory of action. Are you ready? Let's start building your future. When we talk about retirement, a shadow hovers over many. Fear. Fear of not saving enough, fear of depending on family, fear of not having a good quality of life. But the truth is, fear only dominates those who don't have a plan. And today, by understanding how SCHD can work in your favor, you will realize that the true weapon against insecurity is information. Don't let fear command your decisions. You control your destiny. And if you want more people to break free from this invisible chain of fear, take the opportunity and subscribe to the channel now. We are building a community of people who choose courage instead of paralysis. The Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, or SCHD, is much more than an investment fund. It is a machine for building passive income. Comprised of solid companies with a proven track record of paying and increasing their dividends year after year, SCHD offers something few investments provide: predictability and growth. While others take huge risks with volatile stocks, those who bet on strategies like this are planting security in the fertile soil of time. If you value building something that will last, leave your like now because the road to freedom runs right through here. There's no magic here. There's math. And the formula is simple. If you want to receive $36,000 per year, or $3,000 per month, and SCHD offers an average dividend yield of 3.5%, just divide the annual amount by that percentage. Result: approximately $1,028,571. This number might scare you at first, but hold on. Next, I'll show you how that million is much more accessible than it seems. But first, if this clarity is already helping you, click like, and let's spread this message further. A lot of people are still lost without even knowing where to start. Imagine your money as a seedling planted in fertile soil. At first, almost invisible. Then, a small sprout. And then, over the years, it grows, blossoms, and begins to bear fruit continuously. Each monthly contribution, each reinvested dividend, is like water and fertilizer for this tree. The more you take care of it, the stronger it becomes. The problem is that many give up during the first drought. But those who persevere, harvest. If this metaphor touched your heart, comment below, "I am planting my freedom." Let's spread this forest of financial freedom together. Now imagine that you start today, investing $1,000 per month. With an average annual compounded return of 8%, combining stock appreciation and dividend reinvestment, in 20 years you would have around $590,000. In 25 years, this amount would surpass $930,000. A little more time, and there you are, reaching the long-dreamed million. If you already have an initial capital, like $50,000, this process is even faster. It's like starting the race a few miles ahead. If this practical vision makes sense to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more transformative content like this. Every dollar you invest today is one more soldier fighting for your future freedom. Every dollar you fail to invest is a missed opportunity. The issue is not how much you start with, but when you start. And the best time for that is now. Remember, the person you will be 10, 20, 30 years from now will either thank you or regret the decisions you make today. So, if you feel it's time to act, leave your like now and comment, "Today is my day to start." Let's make this decision public, so we can seal this commitment together. The answer is simple. Yes, there is still time. Starting now is infinitely better than never starting. Even if you have fewer years until retirement, you can still build considerable wealth with strategy, discipline, and focus. Reinvesting dividends, maintaining consistency, and being patient are keys that work at any stage of life. If you feel like it's too late, understand this: your best time is today. If this encouragement made sense to you, take the opportunity and subscribe to the channel. Here, we believe in powerful new beginnings. Reinvesting dividends is like placing your snowball at the top of a mountain and watching it grow with each turn. At first, the ball seems small and slow. But over time, it gains volume and speed to the point of becoming unstoppable. If you simply take your dividends and reinvest them into SCHD, you dramatically accelerate the growth of your wealth. Do not underestimate the power of small amounts being reinvested month after month. If this insight opened your mind, leave your like and share this video with someone you want to see thriving too. To make your journey easier, here's a 6-step plan. 1. Define your monthly income goal. 2. Calculate the necessary portfolio using the average dividend yield. 3. Start now with what you have. 4. Invest every month without fail. 5. Reinvest all dividends. 6. Be patient and consistent. Sounds simple, because it is. The challenge lies in execution. If you are willing to follow this plan, comment here, "I am committed." Let's create an army of conscious investors on this channel. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine waking up without an alarm clock, traveling whenever you want, saying no to what doesn't make you happy and yes to what gives you purpose. All this funded by the dividends from your portfolio. This is true freedom. And it's not only for those who were born rich. It's for those who plant wisely and harvest with patience. If this vision touched you, leave a like and share this video with someone you want by your side on this journey. Your financial future is not in the hands of the government, luck, or the market. It's in your decisions today. It's in where you choose to plant your seeds, how much you are willing to water your dreams, and how patient you are willing to be while waiting for your tree to bear fruit. If this video shed light on your path, don't wait until tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel now, activate notifications, and come walk with us. Comment here, "I choose my freedom," because the first step toward a life of dividends begins now. Michael Thompson grew up in a small town in the interior of Ohio. Son of humble workers, he always heard from his parents that the right path was to study, get a good job, and work hard until 65 to then rest. And that's exactly what he tried to do. At 23, newly graduated in mechanical engineering, Michael got a job at a local factory. The salary was reasonable, but what he didn't know was that simply earning money was not enough to guarantee a peaceful future. At 35, Michael faced a shock. An economic crisis led the factory to shut down, and he found himself unemployed with a wife, 2 small children, and little savings. It was at that desperate moment that he discovered, on an online personal finance forum, the strategy of living off dividends through ETFs like SCHD. He was not an investment expert. On the contrary, he barely knew how the stock market worked. But the concept of planting now to harvest later clicked in his mind. That night, he made a decision that would change his life, to build his retirement based on passive income. Michael started small. He had only $5,000 saved. With discipline, he began to religiously invest $800 per month into SCHD, reinvesting every cent of the dividends received. Even in tough months, he prioritized investing as if he were nurturing a rare and precious plant. While his colleagues bought new cars, gadgets, or went on expensive trips, Michael maintained simplicity. He understood that every dollar planted was a fruit tree growing to bear eternal fruits. Over time, he saw the results appear. At first, it was just a few dollars in dividends. Then tens. Then hundreds. By the time he turned 50, Michael had accumulated approximately $850,000 invested, and his annual dividends were around $29,000, more than $2,400 per month. He was close to reaching the goal of $3,000 per month. Determined to accelerate, he sold his old car, replaced it with a more modest one, and invested the amount into SCHD. He also intensified his final contributions, investing bonuses and extra savings. Finally, at 53 years old, Michael achieved what many consider impossible: complete financial freedom. His portfolio surpassed $1,050,000, guaranteeing him more than $3,000 per month solely in dividends. He retired from formal work, but not from life. Today, Michael lives with his wife on a small property, growing vegetables, reading, traveling to visit his children, and most importantly, living with the tranquility of someone who built his own destiny. In interviews for financial blogs, Michael always repeats a phrase that guided him throughout his journey. The future you desire only exists if you start building it today. And if today you feel the need to take your first step, remember, Michael's story started with $5,000 and a courageous decision. Maybe your beginning is knocking at your door right now. If this story inspired you, leave your like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing real examples that financial freedom is not a privilege, it is a daily choice. Let's plant your future together. I want you to imagine your life 10 or 15 years from now. Imagine waking up without an alarm clock, living at your own pace, traveling, enjoying your family, having time to do what you love. All because you made the decision to act today. This is the kind of retirement that is not just dignified, it is full. And the best of all, it is within your reach. But it starts with an attitude. If this video helped you visualize a better future, leave your like now and share it with someone who also needs to hear this message. And remember, your future is not written in the stars. It is written in your decisions today. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey with us, because together we will plant the seeds of the freedom you so deserve to harvest. Comment below, "I choose my freedom." I want to see who will leave this video not only inspired but ready to act. See you in the next content. Until then.